Less than two crew squad. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've had a great week. Welcome into the weekend officially. Ring it in together in the pad. If you're new here, as you know, the pad is the time where I get to talk to you one-on-one, me and you, just me and you. Whatever you put in the chat, I have a tendency to read. I don't skip anything in my chat. I have an anonymous forum. If you want to submit questions anonymously, we can talk about anything you want. It's all up to you. Let's have a good time. Let's hang out. But before we do any of that, let me go up and say hello to the early chatters, and I'll catch up with you shortly. It'll be a quick one. RJ fan, welcome in. Penny Paper, hello. Bob in the building. What's good, Bob? Madeline, thank you for the 10 month, Madeline. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the stream, and welcome back in to Lesson 2 crew. Christian Mingle, hello. Mandy, what's good? Lilith, happy pad. Welcome in, Lilith. Hope you're doing well. Fujiyoshi in the building. We got Because Love. What up? Chalet, thank you for the 21st month, Chalet. Appreciate it. Welcome back into Lesson 2 crew. Thank you so much for your support. Lori, hello. Jabina, Haxwood, what's good? Sal's here. We got Samantha, hello. Joelle, what's up? Episode 2 of the Lodge was fantastic. Thank you so much. I'm happy you enjoyed it. I'm really enjoying the season of Traitors so far. I'm so happy to hear that. I too am enjoying both Trader seasons at the moment. We're living good. We're blessed in the Traders neighborhood right now. Tara Teeth, hello Tara, welcome in. Ali, thank you for the 41st month. Ali, appreciate you. Thank you so much. Welcome back in. Rye Guy, hello. Russ, what's good? Christian Mingle and Genmo, welcome to both of you. Welcome in. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. Kansas, hello, what's up? Dupree's gal, welcome in. Megan, hello. Memories, what's up? Chrissy in the building. Repeat respawning, happy Friday to you. Joelle, welcome in. AZ, what's up? Jenna Lee, hello. Devi, hello. Botswats, what up? Let me see. Jenna Lee, just watched one of the saddest movies of all time, so I'm glad to have this to take my mind off it. Jenna Lee, I got you. I too would need distractions after a sad movie. Amy Cook, thank you for the subscription, Amy. Welcome into the Lesson 2 crew officially. Hope you enjoy your stay. And thank you for supporting me over on this little corner of the internet. Welcome into the community. Sorry, my mind blanked for a second. Amy, hello. Hey, Pooya and Scott, welcome in. Inadvertently having a bit of a Pooya marathon. Just finished watching the Traitors episode. Pooya and Liana Lounge, and now the pad. Ro, happy and grateful to be a part of your day. Hopefully all of them were fun and you had a good time with every single one. Because let me tell you, I'm having a good time right now, podcasting wise and content creation wise. So I'm happy to be putting out what I feel like right now is the best of my work. So I can't wait. Red Wings, at least time to figure out a date for the Mole Watch. Red Wings, listen, man's busy. We'll figure it out. Daisy, thank you for the 3rd month with the Prime sub, no less. I know you get one of these. I do appreciate using your Prime sub on me. Welcome into Lesson 2 crew once again for another month. Midwest Sunshine says, Liliana and Pooya Lounge, episode 2 was very good. I'm happy to hear it. McKenna, hello, welcome in. And Hero Watch Traders, both podcasts now halfway through the Pooya and Liliana Lounge, pausing for the stream. It's a Pooya night. Y'all, we really cornered the Friday market here. And I'm very happy about it. But no, honestly, I'm not blowing smoke. I genuinely feel so good right now with everything that I'm doing, all the podcasts that are going out, and I'm happy to be contributing to some fun stuff so far. 2025, we up. It's a good month so far. Good evening, bundle up and keep warm this weekend. Will do, Bugbear, you as well. January TV has been so good. Hell yeah. So I just watched Dondi as well for the first time. Last 2 episodes. So I got those caught up today. So, and you know what? I'm not watching Dondi season 1, but I'll tell you this. It's a fun little show right now. I'm enjoying it. Amy, first time chat with a Lesson 2. Appreciate it. Fizette says, first time chat as well. Traitors, you were supposed to say you guys weren't able to get interviewed. So exit interviews, I've been getting this question a lot, especially because so far we've only interviewed the 2 people from the CBS world, the competitive reality world. So a lot of people have thought or maybe assumed that are you not interested in talking to the housewives or to the Bachelor Nation? And the reality is I've been very vocal. I want to talk to everybody. If you don't watch Traitors Canada, I interview every single person that comes out of that game, whether they had one confessional for 8 episodes or they were the star of the show. I want to talk to everybody. It's the best way. You know, Bob the drag queen talked about getting the 1,000-piece puzzle, and I want to slap that puzzle together. I want to be part of putting the pieces together. I don't want someone else to make the puzzle and then me to be like, so I heard this. I want to hear it from my ears. So as much as I would love to say that we have all the interviews lined up, it all comes down to the contestants. If they're not giving press days, we don't got anything to do, you know? But hey, fingers crossed. We'll see. Amy, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Welcome back for your 16-month. Appreciate you. Thank you for supporting the stream with your 1 Prime. Let's see. Hey, Ali, appreciate it. I'm happy you've enjoyed Pal, Traitors, Pal, and the Pat. And hey, Pal's taken off, eh? Pall. Hashtag it. You promised February and last year and the year before. I'm holding you to February. Listen, then let's talk February. It's January 17th, okay? Let's relax. Let's also acknowledge when I'm telling you I'm busy. Let's acknowledge that I'm busy, okay? Jay, welcome in. Parv is back in a big way. Dondi is so fun. It's been great. It's been very fun. Ro, thank you for the 3rd month. Ro, appreciate you. Thank you. Guys, we're trying. Oh, for the interviews. Yes, Sam. Cassicus, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back in for your 10th month. Appreciate you being part of the Lesson 2 crew. Welcome in. Busy for 3 years? Listen, did I say that every year is the same? No. Did I admit that the first year I kind of just didn't do it? Yes. Second year, was I feeling it? No. Right now, man's busy. Severance was busy for 3 years. Exactly. Amy gets it. Man hands, yo, what up? You probably don't remember me, but in October in New York, there were 2 Australians that came up to the Survivor party. I'm one of those Australians. I do remember you because I believe we talked a little bit about the Masked Singer. I remember this very vividly. I do. And I believe then were you in the chat while in the airport waiting for your flight or something along those lines? I remember. So welcome in. I was listening to your pod friends before the stream, loving it so far. Joelle says about Sam. That was a great pod friend. Check that out. I'm throwing out Monday, February 17th. It's a holiday, but whatever works for you. So I'm actually going to be out of town in February for a little bit of it. Let me tell you exactly when, so you have an idea roughly. I'm going to be gone from... the 15th to the 22nd. I'm not going to be around. So about a week clean, Saturday to Saturday, I'm not around that week. So just heads up. But yeah, I understand that it's a holiday. People might be around, but it's my birthday trip. Yes. My birthday's on the 22nd, so I'll be gone for about a week. But hey, we'll be back. We'll be doing stuff. So we'll see where we go. And you know, let me finish Traitors UK, and then I can genuinely look ahead and plan ahead. So to give you a bit of insight, this week, not only have I had my Traitors podcasts, and also the Pooya and Liana Lounge, which, by the way, behind the scenes, we did reshoot. So we recorded twice, and so that was 2 days. With 2 separate days, we reshot top to bottom. And then I did another podcast that might be dropping on Sunday. So you'll be getting that real soon as well. I had my some of y'all know, if you listen to the Pooya and Liana Lounge, have my Invisalign appointment this week. So let me clear up Traitors UK, and then let's talk about it, and we'll see. How many episodes, weeks is Traitors UK? 3 episodes a week, and it should be running for 4 weeks. So I believe next week is the finale. Yes, myself and my wife, Millie. Yes, I remember very clearly. So are you in Australia right now? What time is it right now for you, man hands? I'm doing good. Can't complain. Busy, but blessed. You know what I mean? I'm feeling good right now. Vinyl, thank you for the 49-month Vinyl. Appreciate you. Welcome into Lesson 2 Crew officially once again. 1 month away from the big 5-0, but I do appreciate you being here for all 49 months. So thank you. And RHAP fan, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for using 1 Prime here for your 42nd month. This sub is for you picking a date to start the mole. How about February 2nd, 2027? You tell me if that's cool. Deal or no deal, as they say. It's been a long ass week. Fell off a customer's icy porch on Wednesday, then got seconds on my driveway both yesterday. Oh my God, McKenna. Brutal. I'm at Invisalign appointment today. Yeah, so I should be embarrassed, but I'm not. This is me getting back on the Invisalign wagon after not being on it for like 2 years. I'm behind on UK. I've not watched today's episode. But I wouldn't be talking about it here anyway, chat, just because I know a lot of people are not watching UK, might later. They might be waiting for the binge. So just keep that in mind. But no, it's been so much fun. It's been so much fun. I'm still reeling after last night's episode. Anthony, I'm seeing a lot of people call it the best Traitors episode of all time. I think it's certainly applicable. Specifically for the US, I think it clears. I think there's a couple of UK episodes that still take the cake for me, but I think for me, it might be the number one in the US for sure. It's been so good though. Traitors UK has been so good, but not as good as the first two. I agree, Anthony, because without giving anything away, last season, as I was watching 2, I was like, I can't believe they did good on the second season as well. Like back to back good. And 3 is good, but it definitely feels a little different, and it's still very fun. Like, make no mistake, the fact that we still get a full civilian season from a franchise makes me very happy. Yeah, it is 2:08 p.m. It's my day off, so I'm just cruising through the streams. Hey, love that. Okay, 2:08 is decent. We'll take that. That was much fun last night. Me and Ariel got me fucked up. Hey, as long as you're having a good time. Charlotte faking a Welsh accent is so weird. It's one of those unnecessary things. Did you see Chanel Ann's tweet about last night's Traitor episode? It's iconic. Yes, was this about when she talked about Jeremy specifically? I believe I saw this. I was told to send you pictures of animals with teeth. I believe what you heard was that I retaliated with Liana, and she did drop that. Are you excited that AU is dropping a date for Survivor soon? I'm excited for Survivor AU. I did mention last year that Titans vs. Rebels is now my favorite Survivor season of all time. So take that for, they got big shoes to fill. But no, I'm excited. The beauty of Traitors UK has been that it gives me and Liana something to watch together every night, which I really do appreciate. Sometimes, we'll be watching different shows, so there'll never really be an overlap like that. So Survivor is one of those things where we can watch together, and I do enjoy watching stuff with Liana, so we'll take it. Let me see. But they cut the molar parts off for a few weeks, so they're more like Invisalign flippers. Oh, okay. It's like Invisalign sandals you got going on. The Traitors are so fun. I'm loving your coverage in Rob's outfits. Thank you, RHA fam. Thank you. It is one of the best, but UK has some amazing moments. Agreed. Between that and the Real Housewives, RHSLC Salt Lake City finale we ate this week. It's been good. Reality TV is in a great spot right now, y'all. Finale of season 1 is my fave. For UK or US? Danny Becker, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome back in with 22 months here with the Lesson 2 crew. Appreciate you. Welcome. And thank you for the support. If I was a traitor, no hot people would be killed. Yes, that's the one I saw. Yes. Definitely the best roundtable in Traitors US history. Ayana's such an icon. We were to bet of her too soon. We were robbed of her too soon. I agree. Also, oops, all Canada on Durham this week. Hey, someone gets to feel my pain, okay? Because I had I broke the seal on Canada, it felt like, on my appearance. US, I've never seen UK. Do yourself the favor and give it a shot. It's very good. Very, very good. I think, was it episode 3 or 4 of UK season 1 is my favorite episode of all time. Team Lisa all the way, although not completely happy with her in the finale. Lisa. Oh, wait. Is this Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? Because I was like, I don't know if we're talking about the same Lisa. All right. I do see that the form has one response already. And that is... There we go. Hi, Pooya. Love your new podcast with Liana. Well, thank you. What's the podcast schedule every week? Only during the Survivor off season. Hope you get lots of episodes. It's every week. We're looking at Fridays at the moment for the drop, especially with, Thursdays right now being Trader Central. We don't want it to get lost in the shuffle, so it's Friday releases. I think once Traitors goes away, maybe we go back to our Thursday slot like the Masked Singer used to be. And it should be every week, regardless of whatever's on TV. We'll be running every week. So it's going to be a good time. Polly, thank you for the Prime sub. Appreciate it. Welcome back for your 44th month. Yo, thank you for these Prime subs, chat. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. Oh, okay. It was Real Housewives. Gotcha. Dude, I got to keep moving, but it's great seeing you kill it. Let's catch up soon. Hey, man hands, take care. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Till next time. Appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. Are we getting some cheeky marbles tonight? Listen, let me assess where I'm at. Because I had to wake up early for the exit interview today. And then I didn't get a nap in after. So I would say give me the option to gauge where we are. But I think, I'll tell you this up front, I will aim to at least get a cheeky 5 in before we leave. How about that? Until movie starts, then it'll go back to Friday again. Yes, then it might move back to Friday. This is true. But we do have quite a bit of time till then, so I think we'll be okay. All right. I think it depends what you want on Traitors. UK has real people while US has reality show who know how to be extreme. It's fair. Even though I think, ironically enough, some of the UK people are way more extreme. But I see what you mean. Speaking of Traitors, if you are a patron of RHAP, or if you are subscribed to The Confessional, the newsletter run by Kevin Jacobs, you might be seeing a familiar name coming out of writing retirement. I've not written an essay or anything outside of a tweet in over a decade at this point. And I broke out the old typing fingers and I wrote a nice old write-up today, which I feel good about, weirdly enough. I thought I'd feel very like, I don't know, don't post it. But I'm like, I think it's good. So we'll see. I like when Alan said talk is over, then Bob did an expletive and Alan had to shut him up. Alan's getting better at what he's doing, y'all. He really is. All right, chat. Here's the form. If you want to submit any questions anonymously, if you want to submit questions in the chat, of course, as you are doing already, please do. I feel almost certain that Money Exchange is going to be on a Trader season. I think that's a very good shout, especially with the reception Bob got. I think they will now smarten up and realize, okay, Drag Race has juice. The drag queens know what they're doing. Let's get some more up here. And I think Monet Exchange is the next direction you go. And I'm very much here for it. I would love that. So yeah, I would really love that. Hey, no worries, Pixie Sticks. Better late than never. Welcome in. I'd adore an Alan Traitors wardrobe. You would like his you would like to have wardrobe similar to Alan, is what you're saying, Jinx? Jesse says, chat, can I get some less than 2? I have to go home Sunday because my mom's health isn't doing too well, and I'm going to make sure I visit before it gets worse. Oh my God, Jesse. Hoping everything goes well. Hoping your mom feels better, and hopefully your trip to see your mom goes smoothly as well. Take all the less than 2s. I did not like Alan first season. He has grown on me as a host. I agree. I feel like in the first season, it really felt like Alan was trying to make this a movie role. And once he started giving his own personality into it and interacting with the cast in a fun way, it's changed it for me. I feel like now he's perfect. I feel like now he's doing more what Claudia is doing. Whereas him in season 1 and the New Zealand host, what's his name? Is it Paul Henry? Hold on. Traitors, New Zealand. Paul Henry. Yeah. Paul Henry acts like it's a movie role and I hate it. It feels fake. It feels scripted. I don't like that. But Alan, I think, has gone to the Claudia school of hosting, and I love that. Like, for me, Claudia, Karine, Alan are all kind of vying for that first spot. Claudia is always going to be like my first. So I hold her to like a higher regard potentially, but I love all 3 genuinely. I feel like they know what they're doing, and it's good. Can we have more than 1 drag queen in a Traitor season? I mean, I would love to see it, personally. I'd kill to have his plaid jacket, his villain look, that bejeweled cloak. I don't think I could pull anything off of what Alan is wearing. Broccoli Alan was amazing. Was it broccoli or was it moss? I feel like it was moss Mandy. I'd murder Alan first. Oh my God, Jigs. Yeah, Polly, I think it was Moss. I haven't watched Australia and New Zealand, and yet I need to. They're both very good. I think season 1 of Australia is some people's favorite season ever, which is high praise. I think it's one of the top half seasons people always call out to. I think New Zealand 2 is one of my favorites ever. But I think AU2 has its moments without giving anything away. AU2 has one of my favorite faithfuls of all time, Annabelle, who is now my co-host for Traitors UK. And if we do cover Traitors Ireland, she will be my co-host there too. And New Zealand 2 has some of my favorite gameplay we've seen. Oh, it was definitely actually Moss, but it looked like broccoli, so I prefer that. That's fair. Mandy, can I be honest? When I first saw it, I was like, it looks like broccoli to myself. And then I saw people tweeting that it's moss, and I was like, oh, it's moss. And I never had to vocalize that I thought it was broccoli. So even now, when I'm like, isn't it moss? It's like, I fucking thought it was broccoli too. Let me be honest with you. Let me be honest with you. I think one year they'll make all the OG traders from the same show. I mean, that's a way to fight the meta. If you feel like for example, if they make the next season all 4 Housewives traders, then is there a world where the year after they're going to cast some Housewives they don't really care about sticking around? Maybe. But I'm not mad. Listen, it needs to feel like, I disagree with people saying that the traders should be randomized. I think that is a mistake. I don't think you casted a whole pool of people where you're okay with just about anybody being a trader. Let's be realistic. However, I think as the years go by, it needs to feel like it is random. It needs to feel like you have no idea. Like, I think there are housewives you can bring in that would be cerebral traders. I think there's Bachelor Nation people you bring in that could be cerebral traders. I think that once we get to like a season 5, if people are put in a blender and they don't know, that's good. The other side of the coin, though, is that maybe we're too like attached to this project. Maybe we look at it too closely, because right now it doesn't look like people are looking at some of these CBS people, despite all the hints being there from the last 2 seasons of like, hey, if you're there with a Big Brother Survivor person, look at who potentially is the best Big Brother player or best Survivor player there and target them. So we're not quite getting that. I guess to an extent we got them with Tony, but I feel like maybe it's us. Maybe we're too attached. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I want it to feel a little bit more random. I was cracking up earlier reading Bob Directing's Twitter. Someone asked why I didn't retweet positive replies to him, and he was like, this isn't Oprah's Twitter. That's funny. We are getting an Ireland version. I mean, if we end up covering the Ireland version on RHAP. I do feel like this is a good all-star show down the road, like 5 to 6 years from now. I think it could be. I really do. I agree. If they can chill on the CBS traders, I'd personally be happier too. I'll be pissed if BB30 isn't all returnees. I mean, Anthony, let's get to BB30 first, right? We still have to do 27, 28, 29. So that's 4 years from, that's like an Olympics away. So we'll see. I do think this year having Carolyn as a trader was unexpected. I agree. If you looked at all the original cast, you wouldn't have picked her for the Survivor player properly. No, even when we were doing the deep dives, I had mentioned Carolyn is the one they're not going to pick as a trader, but I think would be really good as a trader because no one would expect her. And so when they did it, because I was like, there's no world this production company has put Tony, Boston Rob, and Jeremy, and one of them isn't a trader, which then they fooled me because then they weren't a trader. It was Carolyn. I was like, oh my God, I love this choice. It's very innovative. You're pioneering. And then next thing you know, Boston Rob's in the turret next episode. So they had me in the first half. But that being said, Carolyn could prove to be the winner here. I think as of right now, she still looks, if one of the traders, the OG traders are going to win, it's Carolyn's money right now. It just depends on if she survives all the way. and like they don't have to recruit down the road somebody who double crosses or something. So we'll see. Another question in the forum. How are you feeling about the TikTok ban? I don't love it. I'm being honest. I don't love it. But what am I going to do? You know? I'll have to move into my YouTube Shorts era. But, and like I enjoy my YouTube Shorts, but my YouTube Shorts are so clearly an algorithm created for the subscriptions I have on the stuff I watch. And I like that my TikTok is a little bit more like, okay, you don't really follow any of these things, but we know you interact with them, so you get them kind of thing. So I look for Boston Rob to take Carolyn to the end. I don't think Boston Rob's making it to the end. I think Boston Rob's gone in the next 2 episodes. No, 3 episodes. I don't care about TikTok, so it's whatever for me. Yeah, no, I enjoy it quite a bit. So for me, it's a bit brutal, but also I'm gonna be all right. You know what I mean? Red Note has been very cute thus far. I recommend. Hey, wait, no, you said something in the chat earlier. Sorry, I know you didn't say something right now, but I remember I read a message and then I maybe didn't respond to it. If you're still here, what did you say? Yeah, I feel like you wrote something in the chat earlier. Did you not? I keep missing Traitors is what you said. Okay, you keep missing Traitors. Which one? UK, US? Yeah, you're completely free of UK spoilers here. You are completely free of UK spoilers in this stream. Maybe until 2 months after the season's dropped. For all my UK takes, please check out the podcast. And I do this because I know a lot of people don't watch UK generally and would like to later in the form of a binge. So I'm low-key scared of the entertainment value of Traitors going down after this boot order. I'm not worried. Here's the thing. I still think there's plenty of people that can get more content and start carrying the show. So for example, Brittany Haynes. We're not seeing a lot of Brittany yet. I think Brittany Haynes is someone they can lean on for confessionals. I think Gabby is someone who we didn't quite see in the beginning, and now this last episode we saw a lot of her, and I'm loving what I'm seeing there. Fun stuff there. I think Nikki, if you're messing with Nikki, I think Nikki's about to pipe up a little bit with the Wes accusation. That could be fun. I think the other side of things, looking at Wes, I think Wes is going to carry quite a bit and be a good time. I think Sierra this episode proved that she's going to be a good time. I think we're going to enjoy dunking on the trio of Ivar, Tom Sandoval, and Sam Asghari, so that's there. Robin being always wrong is incredible, and it's content in a way that you may not realize. I think Chriselle is someone who I still don't know how I feel about, but I've heard good things, and also I think could get more shine once the group is like thinned out a little bit. Carolyn's still gonna deliver, and I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon. I feel like we've not seen a lot from Dolores, which I've been surprised by. Like, based on the reviews I got from everybody of all the housewives coming in, I expected Robin to be the most invisible and doesn't matter person. So far it's giving like it's Dolores. And again, I don't think it's because Dolores isn't giving. I just don't think we're seeing a lot of Dolores, and we're still seeing some from Dolores. So, but yeah. Okay. You know what I should do is let me put the Google sheet, the spoiler sheet up, Mandy, that we sorry, let me say you brought up. Can you just switch it, Mandy, so it says Traitors US Season 3, Episode 4? If possible. All right, where was I? Boston Rob is completely screwed in the next few episodes, or he's going to the end just from the edit. And I think it's more former than latter. I don't think Wes and Derek are on to Rob being a trap yesterday. I think Derek has been on to him since last week. And I think Wes is very much on him by the end of this episode too. Can we talk about Tom for a second? Sam, what would you like to talk about? Thank you, Mandy. There we go. If you're new here, you're wondering why I put this on the screen. It's so that if anyone would like to, has not watched the episode and would like to not be spoiled, they can mute the stream and tab the chat closed. And then once they see me remove this from my screen, they know they can unmute and come back into the chat, basically. He seems very much on something with his sweating and dry mouth. They even called him out on the up saying he needs water. I did notice that, Sama. And the thing is, your access to this file has been updated. Reload for changes to take effect. Okay. There we go. I think the changes took effect. We're good. But I did see people talking about how he could be on, like, going through withdrawal symptoms. Because the sweating, I remember being like, that's wild to me. So it's entirely possible. Madeline says, I've watched all of Vanderpump Rules, and that's just Tom, to be honest. So maybe that's just who he's always been. English 8 Muffin, thank you for the 33rd month. Appreciate you. Welcome back into Lesson 2 crew. I do miss the creepy hand. I'm not going to lie. Holding the creepy hand was tough. But also I don't know where I've put this hand. I can't, I don't know. It's lost. It's lost in the room of requirement, aka my room, that is kind of a cluttered mess right now, but at least we've got the hand in the in emote form, which is good. We'll take those, right? Britney in 2000 pop music, relatable stuff. R.I.P. Creepy Hand. It's not quite R.I.P. Wow, Fruit Loops. Wow. Mandy, what are you doing? Russ. Stop it. What does your sweatshirt say? I was wondering during the podcast. What do you think it says? If you had to venture a guess, based on the little you were able to see earlier. There we go. Am I tripping? Am I tripping, or is Boston Rob playing poorly? Seems like most people think he's playing well. Getting rid of Jeremy Tony and alienating his fellow traitor by targeting Bob the Drag Queen, he continues to be an antisocial player. I don't think people think he's playing well. I think some people enjoy Boston Rob, and I feel like they have felt like he's getting attacked by the public, and they're like, well, Bob the Drag Queen said his name first, so I don't know why it's a problem. He didn't make the first shot, but I wrote out a complete thing on Blue Sky about why this was a huge bad episode for Boston Rob's gameplay, even though it was an extremely entertaining episode to watch. Just off the top of my head, I think that he came in making it. He was the one that said, "Everybody, we are together. We love each other. The Traitors, we're a team. We're a team. We're a team." And then lets Tony go to protect Bob. That was a night ago. Then the next night, when they're trying to murder, and Danielle's like, I want Jeremy out. Rob's like, yeah, if they say our name, they have to go. It doesn't matter. We're a team. And to me, I felt like, I'm sorry, that was way too much of a mistake. I feel like, okay, yeah, maybe Danielle would have been like, well, he's saying my name. I think you could have talked about, okay, well, I can help take you off his list. Or we can convince him otherwise. Because when Brittany was a conversation, Danielle was like, I'm not doing that. And Carolyn was like, okay. So he could have easily kept him. I think it would have been smart to keep him. He doesn't. But let's say even it was the right move to get rid of him. Again, he's reiterating, we are a team. This is what we're doing as a team. If they say our name, they got to go, whatever. And then I've seen a lot of people bring up Bob the Drag Queen did it first. Bob the Drag Queen did it first. And I even said in the thread, it was such a throwaway comment. It was such a throwaway comment that it didn't come up later. To me, this felt like either Rob just wanted a justification to go after Bob the Drag Queen anyway. Actually, that's what I kind of think it was. Or he just can't handle his name being brought up a little bit. But I'm of the belief that the one of the three that came in our traitor theory was not brought by Bob for the first time in that moment. I think it was mentioned before. I think even the way Bob the Drag Queen quoted it was like, yeah, you know, we've talked about how one of them could be a star, one of those new people, Cage Boys, could be a traitor. That has come up before. That wasn't a Bob thing. I even got a response from a Twitter user who said, I think an important part of the post mission was kept out of the edit. Alan asks if anyone is aggrieved, and Derek says it is what it is before Bob chimes in. But Bob's words don't make sense unless Derek himself brought up the fact that he was a shieldless cage boy, which is true. Derek said whatever happens, happens. Like, it seemed like, is anyone aggrieved? And you just hear Derek say whatever happens, happens. And then Bob says that thing. So to me, there could have been more there. Anyway, I think Rob wanted out Bob regardless. And this was kind of the justification. So even let's go a step further and say that this was the right move for Rob. I agree it could have been. I think that when you talk about having majority as a traitor, having majority in the turret versus having majority in the house, if you can somehow have both, you're in a good spot. And right now he doesn't have majority in that goddamn turret. It's the Danielle and Bob the Drag Queen show, and he's a guest in that turret. So if he's trying to get some power in there, okay, I understand the move. Sure. This is my issue now. You are about to break the Boston Rob rule that you implemented of we're a team, we're a united front, blah, 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 blah. You're the one that's about to break it. And it's been like 24 hours. Like, if your word doesn't hold weight in the turret for more than a day, why would they ever trust you again? It's only been a day. That's one. Two, for the love of God, whatever you do as a traitor, don't be the loudest voice in the room, pushing somebody out and being so confident that you're right. Because even if you're not the most confident, the minute you're if this was a sign the top of the petition, but the first person who signs it is like the creator of the petition, you just put your name on this. They just got a traitor out. So by any logic in the world, by any logic of the word, a faithful's going to look at Rob now in 2 round tables and be like, Rob hasn't had a shield in 2 rounds. He's still here. He got Bob out. Why would the traitors not get rid of him? Unless he's a traitor. Now, let's go another step further. Again, if none of this is making sense, I apologize. I'm just very passionate about the subject matter. Then if, and only if, you can make things worse, Rob did. Because Rob then not only keeps pushing, I caught you. Then he says, if I'm wrong, banish me next. I have an issue with this for 2 reasons. Number 1 is exactly what Wes said, which is if you're so confident someone is a traitor, like so confident, 100% confident, it's because you are a traitor. Because a faithful doesn't know anyone's roles, right? They only know one person's role. A traitor essentially knows the entire cast role, right? They know their role. Therefore they know who the faithfuls are. That's how Wes saw it, and that made sense. And I feel like that was very dumb. I really do. I think that was very, very bad gameplay. Now, the good news is Dylan is there, right? And they both had shields tonight. So they could try and get rid of Dylan next. Like, not tonight, obviously next night. And then he has an extra day. But at some point, someone's going to bring those receipts up. And now he has no survivors to hide behind. Carolyn is very much a great player and a survivor in there. But her entire story has been everyone's discounting her. No one believes her. Bob Harper's out here calling her batshit. So if they still think there's a survivor traitor, it's Boston Rob. The only option. They'll take him out. And then guess what? Carolyn can hide even more beyond that. And now he's going back to the turret. He's pissed off Carolyn. He's pissed off Danielle. They've not been gelling with each other, and we see them working together. All you did was unite the two people in the turret that were not seeing eye to eye. Why? I mean, listen, I know why. The TV was phenomenal. The reason why it's one of the best Traitor. Oh, by the way, it says Yale, in case you were wondering. The reason it was good television is because you had two people fighting each other. This wasn't because, obviously it was very good when Phaedra read Dan to shreds, but then Dan kind of sat there and took it. Not as fun when that happens. When Phaedra takes down Pilot Pete didn't have a lot of responses. These two were reading each other, and it was phenomenal television. But you're not going to win this. And here's the thing. I've seen the argument also of, well, Rob doesn't think he's going to win, right? So he's doing the most he can to, big moves in it. This is the only way he knows how to play. I understand all of that. But I can understand that, if your threat level's high, you want to be memorable. I get all this. But also, I don't like being told then that it was good gameplay, because it fucking was not. So it just wasn't. Entertaining gameplay, yes. Fun, yes. Bad, fuck yes. And I think that's allowed. I think you're allowed to do all those things. Just don't try and fool my intelligence, is really how I feel about it. It truly is. Same thing with, let's talk about Derek for a second, because Derek has a moment in confessional in the middle of mission where he makes it seem like he's this hero because I saw one of my fellow players in need and it was bigger than the shield, so I sacrificed myself to help other people to get their objective. And I was like, you're no saint, okay? Because the next thing you say in your confession is what you really care about, which is, if I play nice, they won't banish me. And I think the reason he made it clear that they won't banish me is because I think Derek just knows at least one traitor, if not two, right? He either thinks Boston Rob is one, or he thinks Danielle is one. Maybe he thinks both, but I think it's Boston Rob. And he knows he's not going to get murdered, so he's just trying to stay alive in the votes. But don't fool with my intelligence, okay? Don't do it. I'm not a dummy. Been waiting for this take. Carolyn has such a good read on the game, and she's been willing to work with Rob, and he's laid down every incentive for her to turn on him. Exactly, Howdy Pals. And now guess who's going to benefit from that? Danielle, who now doesn't have a Bob in the turret, who is going to feel exposed, who is going to look for a new place to land. You think she's landing with you? Absolutely fucking not. You just took out her best friend. She's going to Carolyn. That's where she's going. What's the connection? Liana works at Yale. Therefore, I got the Yale. And I live in the city where Yale originates. Derek Laurento talking about Sierra being guilty for swearing ticked me off so bad. I was like, bro, this isn't an investigation room. See, here's the thing, though. I think they're eating it up. I think there's going to be a lot of people that think that Derek is a good detective because that is the kind of shit they're looking for. And it carries some weight with them because of his background. Whereas when Tom Sandoval is like, yeah, I took off my blindfolds and I looked at everyone and Chriselle looked suspect and Jeremy did. They're like, bro, shut up. You're sweating. I don't listen to someone who sweats. I don't trust that. Whereas Derek, because he carries himself in this manner, they're like, you know what? He said statistically speaking, and that's two big words, very big words. And statistically speaking, he said profanity. Who's using profanity? But yeah, I think he just spoke like that, and they were like, "Ooh, that's a good theory. Let's run with that." But sooner or later, he's gonna look stupid. And I think that's one of my favorite pastimes is watching faithfuls who have a lot of control or have good reasoning get it wrong. So we'll see. I think he's gonna fumble. I think a lot of us saw it be a fumble. But I think he thought he ate in that moment, Especially, I loved when people were discounting that theory at the table, too. They're like, dude, that's just how she talks. She's been like that from the beginning. So I don't know what you're talking about. I wish Jeremy had Derek's take on how to play specifically with Traitors. He'd have gone so far and would have been so good. I think Jeremy's biggest issue was that Danielle was the sus he had, and he put it out there. And even when I asked him today, I said, how do you feel about the so what did I ask him specifically? I said, so what, like, once you said Danielle's name out there, did you end up chatting with her, or did you try and talk to her? And he mentioned that he felt like a bit of a mistake on his end for not like trying, because he's like, I noticed that I was in a bad spot with her when we kind of stopped talking for a bit. That's how I knew she was bad potentially, but also that I was in trouble. So I think if he just talked with Danielle a little bit, I think he would have gone further. I really do. I can't stand the savior complex. I agree. Do they murder a recruit next? They can't. I don't think they can recruit at the moment. I think they will not have a recruit offer until they're down to 2. Is how I feel at the moment. I don't think they're gonna let them put a 4th person in there right now. Even if they were allowed to put a 4th person, I think right now you just keep murdering. I think it's way too early to fucking recruit somebody and let people get a free kill on the banishment again. Especially after you lose a traitor and you still have 3 people. Exactly, Night Cheese. Kelly from the pod with Michelle went to Yale. Yes, Kelly Nalbandian did go to Yale. This is true. Also, by the way, social game. Good pod. Check it out. A cop using their cursing to prove guilt is so terrifying. Exactly. I fucking curse all the time. Which also, profanity. Like, what are we, 6? Stop saying profanity. I don't like that word. I said it on the podcast. Do you think it would have been a good move if he'd gotten someone else to do the dirty work? So I think I missed saying that in the middle of things, Jinx. Yes, I think initially when he wanted it to come from Dylan and he was just getting votes in the background, I think he could have been in a better spot. I think once he realized it was either Sierra or Nikki, or that's how it looked, he did the most to push out Bob the Drag Queen. And in my opinion, he went social capital bankrupt doing that move, which is why I don't think it was a good move, because I think he could have saved that for later. I think if he had just let Sierra or Nikki go here, which they were going to, then most likely they would have still looked at the other one and been like, shit, we got to complete the 50-50. You know what, Nikki, it's been nice knowing you. You gots to go. That's 2 free banishment kills that you are still alive for. You're not dying. You can spend those 2 rounds also mounting some evidence on Bob and then make the move happen. Make it happen. I think also it would have been, like, psychologically speaking, which I say this, I am no professional psychologically at all. So take none of this as gospel. This is just my thoughts right now. I'm going off the dome. I think there's something to be said about the idea of having Dylan kind of be a humble mouse for two rounds, where he feels like he has no say, he doesn't have power, and he's looking for a savior. Somebody be my Enrique Iglesias, somebody be my hero. And then you let him simmer with that for 2 days, and then you bring him up, and then you're like, hey, let me save you. And he's like, shit, Boston Rob, that's my king. I thought I had nobody in the game. Like, Dylan had one night's sleep of, oh man, I don't have anybody, and then immediately got a buddy. If he had 2 more days of feeling solemn, he would have been so much more grateful. Because I do think that as much as Dylan right now is looking at Boston Rob as the god, I think that can still change very quickly. I really do. The only time we saw her in the first episode, she was saying the F word. Exactly, Sama. F word is so fun to say. It's fucking delightful. I low-key feel like at this point in podcasting, I almost just want to say it on podcasts, because I won't say it excessively, but there's moments where it's needed. Especially if I'm quoting somebody, I want to say it the right way. But when I'm on podcast with Rob, I'm like, Rob's like our family friendly guy. Let me try and keep it that way. But I've kind of lifted it on 90 Day now. I just say it. I'm like, low-key, I don't think any kids are listening to this podcast. You know what I mean? So he complimented, he reads a couple times in that interview, and it means a lot when I get any compliments, because I'm just a fan of the show. I just love watching it, thinking about it, talking about it. So if you tell me my reads are good, that means a lot, because sometimes I genuinely don't even think they might be. It's just what I feel in the moment. Now that we've had four episodes, how do y'all feel about 4 traitors in the turret? We've had it. So we've had it in Australia as well before. I'm not mad at 4. I just wish they started at the same time. I think making the 3 feel at least they can work in that environment, and then adding a 4th kind of was a lot. So I would prefer if they just start together. but we gonna be okay. Swearing is my favorite way to express myself. Samesies. They shouldn't be allowed to recruit until there is one left. No, I think if there's two, that's fine. Because then the two can try and work with each other to like figure out how they want to navigate it. And I think there's some fun clashing that we could see of this person wants to bring that person, but you don't want that person. They want someone else. I think that's fun TV. I think when it's just one person, you have to make it an ultimatum or a blackmail. And then I'd rather people have the chance to let it to decline and find out why, you know, stuff like that I'm intrigued by. A goalie scored a goal in the NHL today. From the goal line, Tom, sir, did they like fast break? Which I assume they didn't fast break. Is Zero dictating what happens if the Traitors absolutely cannot agree on a murder recruitment? I don't believe it's ever happened. Somebody buckles usually. His fourth career goal on first goal to score in 3 different leagues. Oh, wow. Damn. Oh, empty netter. Gotcha. It was a Cage Boys roundtable. Where was the wait. Oh, last night? Yes. With the 3 suspects? Yes. Having fun imagining how Dylan will react to finding out Boston Rob is a traitor if he does end up going in the next few eps. We'll see. What if the kids want to learn about the throuple? Well, they've come to the right podcast, but they shouldn't be. I'm not used to a variant of fuck being used on TV watching with the family. Of course, that dropped a lot. I don't know how many times I heard my 5-year-old nephew say, Mom, they said a bad word. Oh my God. See, I'd feel self-conscious watching stuff with cuss words around children because I'd be like, stop listening. Stop taking in this information. Hey, welcome in MF. Traitors is very good. I hope they recruit Gabby. Generally, I don't see Gabby getting recruited until the Bambies get severed a little bit. Then maybe I could see Gabby getting involved just because you'd be giving Gabby way too much power. And I don't think they want to do that at the moment. I feel like Gabby's going to be around for a while. She's gotten a lot of confessionals. I agree. A lot. If you want to watch, thank you. I will put this aside for later. How do you feel about the Bambies in general? I love the name, and I thought it was great they let them to breakfast together first. I think that the Bambies I think it's very fun to see Gabby's confessional saying, you know, it might be biased. I don't care. I don't want my Bambies to go, even if they are traitors. I think that's a good perspective to have. You know? I think I'm also ready for when one of the Bambies does get murdered or banished and the other 2 Bambies get upset about it. I think that'll be fun TV, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that was my big spiel about Boston Rob and the moves last night. I really love the way Wes is playing. I think that while I'm not ready to say it yet, I think Wes definitely could potentially be one of the best minds for this game, especially having talked to him on our podcast. Like I think he's the first person that I've had the pleasure of watching play the Traitors after I've talked to them about the Traitors, because we recapped with him and his wife for Traitors season 2, and now he's playing and he knows what he's doing. So I'm intrigued to see how that goes for him. Although I was a little surprised he was a little like, I didn't expect him to be the opener in the roundtable and to put the sus out there. But that being said, I think you still need to do a little bit of that to have some sus on you / to be involved. So I'm not mad at this decision. I just hope he can pivot out of it. Do you feel like Bob the Director's extreme reaction to Rob calling him out as a red flag for Faithfuls, that Rob is a traitor? He didn't react as much when Dylan called him out previously. I mean, I'm not in the castle, right? So for all we know, it's one of those things where like it's unexpected coming from Rob, because Rob hasn't really been talking and people have been saying Rob hasn't really been talking, you know, like there's multiple reasons why that could be seen as not suspect. Like, let me give you an example. When we're playing, let's say I'm playing Traitors with the podcasters, right? And Taryn accuses me. I'm gonna be like, okay, whatever. Like, I kind of expect it, you know? Let's say Kirsten accuses me. Like, yep, still expected it. Um, but then if someone like, you know, it's a problem that I've played Goose Goose Duck with all these people because they've all accused me for shit before. I'm trying to think of someone who I would like not expect it and be like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like, really? You think it's me? I think Liana, even I would expect. Jeez. Who do I have in my fucking corner? Annabelle. If Annabelle was to accuse me of being a traitor, I would feel blindsided. I would not expect it from Annabelle. And I think that that's then people would understand that reaction. But even then, I would say that when Dylan brought up Bob's name, Bob did react. Bob didn't look surprised though. Bob immediately was just like, hell no, you're not doing this. Let's be quiet. But also think of all the weight of what was being said. In that moment, Bob the drag queen is hearing himself be called the quarterback. He's like, really? Me? The quarterback? Because remember, Bob the drag queen has felt on multiple occasions that no one's listening to him. Think of every mission we've seen where Bob's trying to get the men to sacrifice themselves or you know, listen to him while they're collecting the heads to go up and down. No one's listening. So then you're like hearing, you know what? The person who's the most loud, the person who's the most controlling, they're the one who needs to go. You're like, you know what? Yes. The one who's most controlling should go. Bob, you're like, wait, Bob, that's me. So, yeah. But yeah, I think it was more of a blindside than anything. I think he would have thought of like 4 different names before himself. We record the UK pod tomorrow at midnight, so about 24 hours from now. So I've still got time. I haven't watched the episode yet for today either. Sandra, Caroline, and Carson were saying on their pod that they wished they uploaded the full 1.5 hour roundtables because we'd all watch. Oh, for sure. For sure we'd all watch, but unfortunately, I don't think we'd ever get those. Which is why I would like to go play, because I think it's time. I would like to see the whole thing play out. I want the director's cut. All right. We're fully caught up on the forum. Any other Traitors questions, chat, before I remove the spoiler zone for anyone that is not trying to be spoiled? I thought it was extra sneaky of the Traitors to leave the door to the secret room open when they left. Well, once people talked about how it's so publicly, I was like, oh, did y'all know that that room was a thing? Because it started feeling like maybe that room was known to everybody before this whole gambit. But yeah, listen, I was like, I've been fooled by the edit before. I do not think Gabby is going to see or hear them come in, and Gabby did. And I was like, damn. Exactly. Dylan was like, yeah, this changed. Didn't we see people find the room in episode 1? I don't remember. Howdy pals, I don't. But yeah, the editing made it feel like it was a fake out, and then Gabby did. I love that move from Gabby, by the way, to just walk away, because out of sight, out of mind. I thought that was very smart. So yeah, they probably did walk through it the first day. I would trust that y'all definitely remember that better than I did. So yes. All right. Going once, going twice, chat, on the Traitors talk before we pivot. As a non-Vanderpump's rules watcher, is anyone else mixing up Sam and Tom? Literally can't tell them apart. Oh, I can, and maybe it's because Sam is Persian. And he had the Jamie Tart head hairstyle going. Did you listen to Tyson and Sharon? You know, honestly, I haven't yet, which I know I'm a week behind now, but I will at some point, I think. Is Sam going to be dragged to the end? I don't know if I'll give him that much credit. I feel like we've not seen enough from Sam for him to be a viable person to stick around long term. If anything, I think that's bad for his chances, because all I feel right now is that Sam is the perfect, if you're trying to keep everything the same, if you're like, the drama levels are good, there's a lot of suspects on the table, I think getting rid of Sam confuses people, and I don't think that's a bad idea either. But that's there if they ever want to hit a reset kind of thing. So but he would be a good choice to take to the end, because right now I feel like he seems incredibly impressionable. The problem is he's a very normal person on the cast at the moment. You know, like even when I talked about him, Tom, and Ivar's a suspect, Tom's a suspect. Tom's just sketchy, which means that the two of them are more likely to get banished, which means the traitors are less likely to murder them. Whereas Sam, just a regular guy, he can get booted. Sama, that is very much true. But wouldn't you have heard more from Sam then? What do you mean, May? In what way? Like, you mean it as far as like being on the show? He could make it. Now, listen, I'm not saying he goes next week or anything, but I also don't see him being in the end at the moment. It really depends on what the makeup of the finals looks like. Because right now, do I think that Danielle or Carolyn wants Sam Asghari at the end? No, I don't think so. Because, you know. Oh, if he was next to go. I feel like we've seen Traitors seasons where faithfuls that have had barely any content just get taken out, but I also don't think they're gonna take him out. I think they should. I think this is a good night to just take out a normal person to confuse people. But I don't think they're gonna do it. What was the 3 names they ended the episode with? Oh no, we never even got to see the turret. That's the problem. We don't even have a short list right now. But also we talked with Rob on the pod, and that's where we started talking about how it could be Sam. Cause I was like, you know, if we didn't get cliffhangered, if it doesn't look intense, maybe it's because it's one of the more boring murders. And Sam kind of does fit that profile, no offense to him. And I thought Rob had a great point of probably no drama happens in the turret because we didn't get a cliffhanger. And I was like, that is a good call, because Peacock loves to hit you with that big cliffhanger when something intense happens in the turret. So it's worth keeping in mind, but we'll see. Well, it helps that Thomas quickly built this reputation of being selfish as shit, as Robin would say. Because the more he does stuff like that, the more people are going to look at him or want him out, and that means he's going to get banished more than he's going to get murdered. And I think that it'll be very fun to inevitably get to that round table where everyone's trying to dunk on him. Ivar's been a huge disappointment. And like pretty much a huge disappointment from like the 15-minute mark on into the premiere in a way. Who do you think is most likely to get recruited as a traitor? It's incredibly hard to say without knowing the motivations of the players right now. And we've not really heard a lot of the motivations. For example, I could see Boston Rob wanting to bring someone he can work with. And I could see if Boston Rob had to pick, for example, I think his short list consists of Dylan, Derek, and Wes. I think one of those 3 could go. And that's obviously until unless Wes exposes him earlier. But I could see that being the case. I feel like Danielle, maybe a Brittany could be in the cards there. But I feel like Danielle could have gone Dylan for a while there, but now I don't know where that goes. Carolyn, I don't know with Jeremy gone who's Carolyn's number one ally. I don't know. So it's tough. Also, do they want to recruit someone to push out immediately, or do they want to recruit someone to work with? Like, these are all questions that we don't have answers to because we haven't heard a lot about the motivations there. Like, I feel like 4 episodes in now, I don't quite know whose connections are where. Rob has Dylan, but Danielle and Derek both had Dylan like an episode ago. So do they still have a connection? I don't know. Carolyn, I feel like we've just seen people not listen to her, call her batshit. So I'm like, who's Carolyn's ally now? I don't know. I think Dolores is playing a better faithful game than she's getting credit for. I think she's playing a very good faithful game, Sama. There's something to be said about the fact that they were trying to pin it on Housewives, and no one for 1 second said Dolores' name. We heard Dolores mention that she thinks Bob the drag queen is suspect, but also said, I'm not ready to bring it up yet. I think that's very solid and sound decision making. I think it's great. I think we're just not seeing a lot from Dolores right now because there's no sus on her. I think it's similar to why we're not seeing Brittany a lot. I think not having sus on you means you're probably not going to get a lot of showtime as a faithful. Oh, they're definitely not recruiting with 3 traitors left. It has to go down to 2. But I was just answering the hypothetical question put out there. Zokes, I think it will push them to work together. I think it will. I think Rob, without realizing, maybe created a bigger problem for himself than Bob the drag queen ever would have been. As much as people weren't trusting that Bob the drag queen's a traitor for a while, I don't think they were really subscribing to what Bob was saying anyway. And I think he would have been fine. Again, I think it was a mistake, but you know. Bob the Queen. Oh my God. Me and Liana were dying we saw Bob the Queen. We saw Drag Queen Bob, the Drag Queen. Like, everyone had their own version of what they were calling Bob. Everyone. Queen Bob, yeah. I still can't believe I said Bob the Harper on the pod last week. Accidentally, mind you. Bob DQ. Well, we saw Bob TDQ, Bob DQ, Bob Q. The votes were all over the place, too. Do you think Gabby was really turned off of her suspicions of Danielle after breakfast? I don't see why not. They could flip a confessional later, like, actually, I've been looking at her the whole time. But I think that Dylan is someone who a lot of people see as faithful. So once Danielle goes, yeah, me and Dylan went in there, it was like, oh, if you went in there with Dylan, I don't think Dylan's a traitor, therefore you're not a traitor. We're chill, we're cool, whatever. Now, I will say Bob, the drag queen, did insert himself in there and also say, you know, I went, Danielle went, Dylan went. So if they end up revisiting that, basically when a traitor goes out, you have to revisit everything that traitor said to try and find nuggets of information. And the sad reality is, buried away with Bob the drag queen is a lot of quotes where Bob the drag queen is clearing or bringing up Danielle. So I think the best hope for Danielle is everyone else kind of chalking it up to, oh, he was trying to marinate Danielle. Poor Danielle was getting fooled more than all of us. That's the hope. Dylan does have 2 targets. They are Gabby and Bob the Harper. Which, Dylan, you're back to misguided, my friend. You are back to misguided. But this is kind of what Rob was hoping for, right? Is you give them blood, they then get this confidence, and they start following that confidence to wrong directions. So. Lori, I didn't like when Rob said we need to get rid of the drag queen when holding court. If Harper weren't on, there'd be no excuse. Yeah, I feel like people just didn't know how to address Bob, because they were like, well, there's Bob H. Like, they short formed Harper to H, but with Bob the drag queen, I feel like they kept full naming it, but then in moments of whisper or quietness, they were like, Bob, drag queen Bob. It's like they didn't know which direction to go with it. But you just say Bob at that point, man. We're saying Sam is a normal, boring person. At least Sam had the decency to be like, yeah, I'm voting for Bob TDQ. It's like, you said it right. You short formed it correctly. Jeremy is all about Danielle being a traitor. She murders him, no one, and no mention that we heard at least. Well, we did hear Nikki say a lot of my conversations with Jeremy at the very end were about Danielle. And then Danielle was the one asking about, the footsteps you heard. So I don't think Danielle's super clear just yet. I think she's maybe in a better spot than I initially thought, but I don't think she's in a super clear spot yet. And it could get revisited. So. If we're almost at home, but Rob, it wouldn't bug me, but given his histories. Yeah, I don't disagree with you there. 100%. I'm excited for our feedback show. We're going to be talking to Bailey. I was about to say Danielle Reyes, fresh on the mind. We're talking to Bailey, BBCan 12 Zone Bailey, who I've been seeing tweet very exciting and excited stuff about the Traitors. So can't wait to get her takes on the pod. Should be fun. If you want to submit questions, of course, you know where to go for that. I am so curious what Bailey's thoughts are going to be. I was just looking through her tweets. We'll see. We'll see. I chuckle at it because it looked more of a boomer moment to me, and I don't even know if BR is a boomer. I don't think I think as far as tech goes, I feel like people assume he might be a boomer, but loved your coverage of the Dungeon of RGB Traitors. Thank you, Caitlin. Appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, RGB Traitors. That feels like it was 2 months ago at this point. But it was a very fun Saturday. About 2 weeks ago, not even that long ago. Well, you get Christian on the Saturday After Traitors show. Saturday After Traitors? Wait, what do you mean May? Like the feedback show? I talked through some options today. He wasn't on my list, or the list that we discussed, but I could see it. I could see us getting Christian on there for sure. If he's available, of course. Pending availability. No, we're not getting people on the feedback in the order they finished on Traitors RHAP. I believe we're not going into anyone who played Traitors RHAP next. That's as far as it goes for now, you know? As far as it goes. Yeah, Bowie Jam would have been this week then, for that reason, you know? But yeah, no, Christian, I would love to have on. I feel like getting his thoughts would be fun. I mean, actually, without giving you any extra, I was texting with Christian this week, and I woke up to a couple texts from him this morning. Very fun Traitors last night. I have a love-hate relationship with the show. I was like, tell me more. Hasn't told me more. I want to hear Christian's thoughts, because I have a feeling there's a world where Christian enjoys the show but is frustrated by the format. So I think that's something that could happen. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, chat. I think I'm ready to remove the spoiler talk here and move us into a different territory. If you're not ready, you let me know. This is the absolute last call for Traitors spoiler talk. You had an annoying workday, tell me about it. But before you do, chat, if you can do me the favor as well of throwing some less than twos in chat, in case anyone was avoiding spoilers and had their chat closed so that they do not see the chat, they don't get spoiled on what was going down. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. We got a little lower. I'll add a couple more myself. Perfect. I'm gonna remove the text box and open the chat box. There we go. We're back. Thank you, chat. Thank you. I already have a big question here. An advice question. Sounds like a dating question, chat. You want to tackle a dating question together here? What you saying? It does not involve a wreath necklace based on the like one sentence of it that I read already. So here's what it says. I need advice about a guy I'm trying to flirt with. I first started talking to this guy a few days before Halloween, and we bonded over a book series. A few days later, we met up at a Halloween party and flirted the entire time and even kissed. We were hoping to meet up again, but due to a series of events, including illnesses from both of us, a broken down car, and the holidays, nothing happened. Okay. Question asker, I'm taking this as an authentic situation. So let's see where it goes. But we continued to talk and flirt, and I continued to say that I wanted to see him. It's now been about 2.5 months, and I find myself feeling frustrated. He's made no effort to try and see me again, and I'm usually even the one to initiate contact. When questioned, he says he's still interested, but, quote, doesn't have energy. A lot of the time, he doesn't even necessarily answer my messages. I do know that he is pretty introverted, so I don't know if he is just being shy or what. I've told him if he's not interested to just let me know, and he says that he would. Any ideas on how to crack this guy? Nothing seems to be working, and I'm kind of stuck spinning my wheels. As an introvert, I want to answer this. As someone who has been, I've said this, I told the line, I go back and forth, roller coaster sometimes, but as an introvert, if I am into someone and they're the one who is hitting me up and initiating contact all the time, I like that. Like I'm in. I think that the vibe I'm getting from this as an outsider is that he's not quite into it, not quite as serious as you may be about this. But at the same time, doesn't see it as a thing where they want to like break it off, quote unquote. You're kind of in limbo. You're kind of in like the purgatory stage, which was one of my least favorite parts of dating, or even, the will they, won't they. It infuriates me. Not in like I get angry, but I hate that feeling of like, I don't know if I'm in, I don't know if I'm out. I don't know if we're this is happening or it isn't, but it's like, oh, but no, I don't like that. So my feeling is that this could be a situation where he doesn't want to break it off because it could be a conversation. He's not trying to have a conversation, but also let's look at the positive side of the coin. If you could also take it at face value and maybe, he'll open up about it if, he does feel away or whatever. But I think that don't put any pressure on yourself or this right now. And I'm sure that's not the answer or the thought you're looking for, but that's kind of the vibe I'm getting at the moment. I've kind of been in your position too with somebody, and it basically was a realization that I was getting strung along because they liked the attention I was giving them, but they did not want it to stop, but they didn't want to be honest with me either. And let me tell you, once I realized that's what was happening, it was bad news bears for them and for me. For me, because I'm like big sad. For them, because I stopped doing it. So unlucky for them. But yeah, again, what everything I just said, these are scenarios that have happened. Doesn't mean it's your case at all. But based on the vibe I'm getting from this, I feel like it's not the answer you were looking for. I do apologize for that. Now let me see what the chat's saying. He's just not that interested. Bale. Samus says need age, if you want to clarify. Sounds like even if you got the date, he wouldn't give you the care you need / deserve. What did MF Hood say? Hold on, sorry, 1 second. I'm scrolling up real quick. Yeah, been there. Yeah, he ain't into them. Yeah, been there. Move on if he wanted to. He would. Could he make excuses to spare your feelings as well? He's keeping you on the back burner, or she or they. That sucks, though. I'm sorry, question asker. You're probably boosting his ego, so he won't break it off, but he's also probably not really interested if it hasn't gone anywhere 2.5 months. That's the type of guy who would never pop the question either when the time comes. You may be in his dating rotation, but I don't trust easily, says Because Love. As Joanne on Mad Men said, is that Joanne or Joan? Men don't take the time to end things. They ignore you until you insist on a declaration of hate. Ghosting is a messed up thing. I woke up and went to lunch with my grandparents before I worked at 2, which was amazing. But then I forgot I didn't have my earpiece for my walkie, which isn't awful. I can deal. Then I get there at work and work at 2 for my shift until 11. Around 5 o'clock, my boss said they didn't schedule so many people so I can, no, they scheduled too many people so I can leave whenever I want. So does I leave at 7, so I at least work 5 hours, and I love my job, but I'm stuck. They never schedule me, but they pay so well. Any advice from me would be great, but grr. Okay, so you're looking for more hours, Tomster. Is that what it is? Because I've been in this situation before. I don't know how open your work is to taking shifts from others, or like what your hours are. I used to work at a 24-hour place, so at times when I needed a little more, I knew that there's always 1 or 2 people that called in sick on night shifts. So I was like, in those weeks where I was willing and available, I was like, listen, if you need a pair of hands on night shift and you're willing to let me leave a little earlier, I'll do it. At that point, I guess, to be fair, I had been like very much doing that. So I could be a plug and play guy. So if they agreed, I would come in at 11. I would be there for like 3 hours. I would leave at like 2:30, 3 a.m. But I would help them in that time. So I think see if they have other time schedules for you. But also, I don't know what they're like with regards to you taking shifts from others. Because you could let your coworkers know, hey, if you end up ever needing someone to take your shift, you let me know. Putting yourself in limbo to help someone else's feelings, that's not the move. Absolutely not, Christian. If you're feeling like you've communicated clearly with this person and you aren't getting clear communication back, i.e. says he is interested with action show, otherwise I'd move on. Don't need to constantly question how someone else feels. No thanks. Kelly, that's a very good way to put it. Jinx says, I tried to dump a guy and he ghosted me the moment he had a whiff of it. Coward. Coward indeed. Ghosting is really painful. I need a reason. I watch BB, damn it. Ghosting is just like, it's annoying. I feel like people are so terrified sometimes of having what they deem to be a bad conversation that they don't realize that for the other person, it's worse. Not for everybody. Some people are like, oh my God, thank God they left me alone. I don't have to talk to them. But I don't like it. Which is also, I think, why I feel like shit when I don't respond to a text promptly enough. I'm like, I just promise I'm not ghosting you. But yeah. All right, next question is, are you gonna play the new Civ 7 when it comes out? Persia is in the base game. So I got in a big Civ kick like last month or month and a half ago. And I played a lot of hours of Civ 5. And then I started playing some Civ 6 and then fell off again. I don't think I would buy Civ 7 when it first comes out. I think I would wait for some updates first. I feel like both Civ 5 and Civ 6, the base game was not as good as when they updated it. So I think I would wait for the upgrades before I indulge in it. Mandy has chimed in. Says, sorry, question asker. That sounds super frustrating. Also concerned that if he doesn't have energy to go on a first date, that is a pretty clear sign of how he might be in a relationship too. Mandy, that's a very good point that we actually overlooked, is the fact that he seemingly was like, yeah, we'll see. I don't have the energy right now. But also, we don't know what the person's life is. You know, they might actually be sincere in that. I don't know. So again, I don't want you to like judge the person based on our experiences if it's not your experience, but it's something to keep in the back of your mind just in case. But also protect your peace. You know what I mean? All right. We're caught up with the form once again, chat, so we're in a good spot. I do think a cheeky 5 is imminent. If I'm being honest, I'm feeling a little groggy. I'm feeling a little congested. So I don't know how much longer I have in the tank here today. But I think we can do it. We can run a cheeky 5 tonight for sure. That part I feel confident about. If you're fine and willing to marbs it up. Let me do a quick plug here as well. So tomorrow at 2, you will be seeing a brand new lobby of Blood on the Clock Tower, hosted by the one and only Dwight Moore. Okay, star of Traitors RHAP. He'll be hosting another lobby tomorrow. I will be there, potentially as a traveler once again at 2 p.m. So definitely check that out. And there will be a Goose Goose lobby at 5 p.m. as well on Sunday. So we're still regular content coming your way for sure. For anyone that knows and likes Tom Clancy's Wildlands, any suggestions on other like video games for PS5? Ooh, interesting, AZ. Interesting. Any newbies in Goose Goose this weekend? As of right now, no. Any kitty updates? Yes, actually, I have a few. So there were a couple squirrels that were hanging out on our floor this week, which prompted my little baby Clam to get a little nosy and try and detect and check on the squirrels. So she got on her 2 legs and started doing big peekings. Big peeking on the situation as Clam. Yeah, so that was fun. And then I got this nice photo of them. Nice photo of them on the couch, on the different blankets, big hanging out. There you go. Sounds good, Jinx. 500 kids coming to meet Elsa, so need the energy. Good luck, Jinx. Take care. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. How much have you studied the script or just vibes like last time? So I know he said they're running the, is it BMR script? I've not studied the script. My plan was to just take a peek at it if I do end up pulling up tomorrow beforehand. Because I don't think I have it in my DNA to do a full study, which is funny because I do feel like I give people grief for not looking at roles on Goose Goose, but I'm a hypocrite right now is how I feel. Call me Gabby because I'm a hypocrite, okay? I'm biased. But no, I just don't have the capacity to do it tonight, I don't think. The squirrels were just outside the window, just running past our windows. Also, I got this photo of them this week as well. Look at them. Look at them. All right. One more question in the forum. Would you do a Goose Goose event for RJ Patreon subs like Dwight does with Blood on the Clock Tower? I think it's different. I'm not opposed. Like I've played Goose Goose with the community before, like in our Discord. But I think the difference is with Blood on the Clock Tower is that Dwight is hosting and storytelling, and I feel like that is different than I'm running a lobby and it's open to the public to join, if that makes sense. I don't know. It looks different to me, but I'm not opposed to it. I will say if I had the time to do a third stream, I don't think I would run that as a third stream, but we've played Goose Goose in the game nights before, and I'm open to doing that for sure. For sure. I think the biggest realization I've had in the last year is the time aspect and how much time I have to do stuff and how I have a ceiling that I've discovered as far as ability to do things. And while it is a humbling experience to not have as much of a capacity to do stuff, it's then making the right calls. And I feel like I can use my time better to do some stuff versus other stuff, which is why like some of the podcasting I do, even though it's a lot of podcasts, I think is better for me and it's better use of what I'm doing than other things. Now that was a lot of word salad I just felt like, so let me roll it back. I think I would, but if I would do it, I would do it with my own community, like the Less Than Two crew, maybe over RHAP crew. But I think that's it. Never say never is what they should say. I don't know. I'm feeling a little groggy, chat. What can I say? Next question. Follow up on the dating question. We are both in our 30s. We're both in our 30s. He does work in a call center, and when I've asked the more serious question, he's answered in a way that feels honest. I don't truly think he's stringing me along, or anything like that. Just that there's been stuff in our way. I've currently pulled back and have messaged him in a few days to see if there's a chance he reaches out. I think that's a good exercise, question asker, and that's why I was kind of like, don't take everything we're saying as the factual. I think wait and see. Because I feel like when I was in this situation where I felt like I was the initiator, I did feel like I had to completely stop talking for the person to be like, oh, hey, what's up? And I was like, oh, hello. Yes, I am here. I didn't say that to them, but in my head, I was like, oh, yeah, you remembered, huh? But I think just wait and see, because we never know where people quite are. You know, work could be busy. Life is busy. Maybe they truly can't give 100% to something right now. So I don't know. It'll happen before that mole marathon. How many episodes is the goddamn mole season 1? Hold on. Nine episodes. 43 minutes. That's what? That's less than 7 hours. Hour and a half, so that's 3 hours. Then from here, that's another 3 hours. 6 hours and 43 minutes. Just about. 6 hours, 43 minutes. Okay. I think it's more doable than I thought. Arif Flu _AF. First time chatter. Welcome in. First time in your stream. Well, welcome in. Happy to see you in here. Just wanted to thank you for your Traitors coverage. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Hopefully I'll get to join more of your streams in the future too. Or Arflu, thank you so much for finding me and for your kind words. It does mean a lot to me. I'm happy you're enjoying the content with as much of it that's coming out as well. Happy to hear you're enjoying it. And hey, looking forward for you to check out the rest of the streams too, the other stuff we do here, but appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. If you have capacity, if I was in your shoes at least, I think it would be good for me to go on a first or casual date with someone else, just to get some perspective, have a good time in the same capacity without the hang-ups of the current situation. Not a bad piece of advice. 9 riveting episodes as Christian. Caring for Goose Goose on Sunday should be fun, Nathan. The mole seasons 1 to 5 are worth every minute of your time and will make your entire life better. Well, I don't know about all that. Are you watching Love Island? Oh my God, May. So I gotta ask you, because I know you watch Love Island. So I've been seeing who's in there, and obviously I know Ekansu is. I think Luca Bish is in there. Is this season good, and should I check it out? Is it worth my time? You let me know. There could be personal health things going on right now, but I wouldn't put all your time and effort into it. If they reach out / give you the time you deserve in the future, though I wouldn't rule it out. Sam, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah. You know, maybe they can't don't put all your time and effort into it, especially if they can't right now. Maybe they're available later and you're available later. That's cool. Naichi says, are you going to watch the Joe Schmo reboots? I've never watched it. I've never watched Joe Schmo. So I don't know how likely I would have been. Now, if I was told it's good and I should watch it, I could put it on the old list. I watched an awful show this week, chat. Oh my God. I watched such a bad show. Oof. Okay. I watched a show called The 8 Show on Netflix this week. Sir, would you rather have fully 360-degree rotational laptop device or live on the top floor? if there's an elevator, live on the top floor. There's not many things I'm picking a 360-degree laptop device over, I feel like. And the thing is, it's not a knock against that laptop, because that's good, you know, for many a reason. I just think a 360 rotating laptop would get ruined in my hands. I think I'm clumsy and would break it, and I don't want that, you know? Josh Moore show back in the day was really good. Okay. Trying to catch him, still watching the first episode. May, that's how I was done. It took me 2 tries to finally watch it. But yeah, I'm excited to check it out, hopefully. My light just turned off by myself. I jumped out of my skin. Maybe the light bulb died because love. You watched that and not the OG Mole? This is true, Archief, and I did. Watching something new with Liana. Never heard of it. It was one of those, if you enjoy Squid Game, check this out kind of thing. No problem, Stefan. Thank you for asking a question. Appreciate it. It was one of those I was like, if you like Squid Game, you'll enjoy this. So we watched it, and it was not good. No, it was not good. I feel like it was the premise was good. I feel like some of the storyline was good. Some of the oh my God moments were good. But then I feel like it was just the writing was not good. I feel like the show missed its landing completely. Like by the end, I didn't care. I didn't care at all. And that's not how I'm supposed to feel, you know? Can you tell me what is Dondi for the people that may want to jump in because Parvati? Yes, Zox. I've watched the 2 episodes now. So here's the basic format of the show. There are challenges called excursions. And within these challenges, typically they have something to do with you have to go get a case from the wilderness or whatever, at least the 2 I've seen. And in these situations, the dollar amount in the case matters. You're not going to know what the dollar amount is sometimes, and sometimes you're going to know what the dollar amount is. But more often than not, I have to assume because they want the reveal, you're not going to know what your dollar amounts are. And so your objective is to get the highest dollar amount briefcase that you can lock in. Because if you have the highest amount of the group, you are safe and you get to pick the people who can be put into elimination potentially. Or yeah, you get to pick who you put into the deal or no deal later. And so if you have the lowest dollar amounts, you're up for elimination. So let's say the bottom 4 are going to get put into elimination. And so of those 4, the winner, the one with the most money in the briefcase, gets to pick one of the 4 to be put into elimination or face the banker, essentially, which face the banker equals to playing deal or no deal. And so you pick this middle person. So now they go and do deal or no deal, and they have to get a good deal to survive. If they get a bad deal, they're out. But if they get a good deal, they survive, and then they get to pick one of the other 3 people to go out. So it's like a little bit of strategic, a little bit of that challenge, and then a little bit of deal or no deal. But it's been fun so far, 2 episodes. I'm not complaining at all. The first episode, I've had deal or no deal went a while, but also it was like the first episode, so it's understandable. And then the fun thing is that every round when there is a deal or no deal, whatever dollar amount you leave that game with the banker gets added to the prize pot, which I thought was a very fun way to have the prize pot go. So yeah. But I think it's worth watching just because of Parv and David. Okay, gotcha, because love. I'm looking forward to the Genius US, whenever that will be. I think that'll be fun. I think Genius UK is the thing that's happening, Sama. So we're gonna have a lot of good Genius resurgence, hopefully. My day's going good, Soja. Welcome in. Welcome. Yeah, no, I've not watched either of those shows. In season 1, everyone who wasn't safe was eligible. Oh, interesting that they switched up on that. I don't understand what they are doing with Dr. Will on Dondi. Well, it's been like, he's been really there for like 20 minutes, but I feel like he's a caricature of himself right now. Love the beard's bushiness recently. Thank you. It's the thing is, the beard right now is bushy, but it's not unmanageable. It doesn't look unkept. I feel like the problem is when the beard gets like, no, right now it still looks great, but it gets past the line where it stops looking great and it starts looking a little bad. So thankfully, we're not there yet. But thank you. Thank you so much. I've heard so much about Dr. Will. I'm so excited to finally get to watch him play something. Oh my God, Kelly Kate. Here's the thing. And chat, those of you that have watched could maybe back me up or give me your opinion. I feel like this is a horrible first impression for anybody that's not met him before. Like, horrible. Like, horrible. What about Martha Stewart as the banker? I've heard Sofia Vergara as a prediction from people. It's not the prize pot, it's the value of the highest case at the finale game. What they're saying that this amount's getting added to the Oh, so in the end, the final deal or no deal, this is the maximum they can get. Oh, okay. Well, okay. But yeah, do not watch this and think, oh, this is who you're, this is who you lay with. No. But Parv, same as always, magnificent. David, absolutely magnificent. So. Bye, softy. Take care. Thank you for stopping by. I didn't know Martha Stewart was rumored. No. I think it's just it's a guess, right? Good evening, Mythical Jade. Welcome in. It took like half of season 1 to figure that out. Basically, they still play deal or no deal on whatever they're banked. It's just that highest value case, so the winner can win anywhere between $1 and that value. Huh. Parv versus Will. Listen, this might be like offensive to some people. I could do without Dr. Will. He can go. I don't know if I'm okay with not seeing Big Brother players on other shows. Some of them have transcended the game, right? And I'm like, ooh, exciting. Like Danielle Reyes, I'm happy to see. Brittany, I think Brittany you can put on any show. There's a lot of Big Brother players where I'm like, and I'm a Big Brother fan. I'm like, nah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I feel like the problem is Big Brother is such a 70-day marathon game that a lot of the players can't move to a game that's faster paced. I just don't see it. Joe spilled some tea on how much the winner ends up getting this season on his preseason. Interesting. There's a little Easter egg for me to go look at. Who from the last few seasons do you want to see in the other games? Last few seasons of which show, Howdy Pals? You mean Big Brother? That's the thing is that I don't know. Who's the last Big Brother player that I was like, oh, they elevated that show that they were on. Like they were like a golden part of that show. That's my problem. I don't really have that. I would take Taylor. I think Taylor is someone who I put in the same boat as like a Brittany Haynes. I think works on any. But I don't know. Corey on Survivor. I don't think Corey beats Zach. Is that a hot take? Oh, Claire and Derek X on Amazing Race for sure was a good shout. Night Cheese. Yes. I agree with you. Oh, Izzy would be fun as well. Danielle Scoop, I don't think her 20 steps ahead on Traitors isn't, but I think her 20 steps isn't viable. Yes, I agree. I think being ahead is exactly why then you're kind of screwed if they're sus on you. Because you're like, shit, I've put all these seasons, I need to undo them to pivot. I think it's important to be a little more loosey-loosey within the Traitors manner. Angela and Tucker on the Traitors would be iconic. I'd watch Tucker on the Challenge. Izzy, Robsy, and Angela on Traitors, and Dondi, please. I will say, after watching Dondi, if Rob can only pick Traitors or Dondi to go on, I want to push him to go for Traitors. I think Dondi is all fun, but I think Rob would fare better on the Traitors for me. Test? Honestly, thanks. What you testing? Also, because love thinking with the 200 bits. Appreciate you. Sorry, I missed that earlier. Let's see. Yeah, I feel like, having said that, I definitely do think, I do think there's definitely something to be said about there being plenty of shows and plenty of Big Brother players that could thrive on shows. I feel like recently, almost every Big Brother player that I've seen on another show, it just hasn't hit the same. It doesn't hit the same like a Survivor on a different show has hit for me. So maybe it's just the people they've picked out. I don't know. Who from Big Brother will be on the next season of the Traitors? Could they get Vanessa? If Vanessa wanted to, I think Vanessa would go. I don't know. Who else is left from like the marquee? Because like, I feel like they're going with a lot of the like quote unquote Mount Rushmore best of, both from a character POV. Oh, I talked about this. I think Kaser could be a great candidate for them to go. Kaser's like right there ready to go. I think Taylor is someone who I would put in pencil. I think Taylor, Kaser. Oh my god, could you imagine both Taylor, Kaser in one season? I might implode. I don't know where Tiffany lies with reality TV. I don't know. Vanessa is a good shot. I also agree with that. I think there's a lot of good character picks that they could go with if they had someone in their ear, but I don't know if they would go that direction. Taylor and Kaser, I might implode. I did see Tyler from BB20. Yes, I did see that news. Tyler is someone I could see being invited to go. I really could. I think Josh Martinez is someone else that I wouldn't be surprised to see. Someone who has found success on reality television for a while and is kind of the bridge between a challenge and Big Brother. I think I'm curious because who's the newest person they've had from Big Brother? Because right now we got Carolyn from Survivor 44. The newest Big Brother player is Cody, right? Cody was from BB 2016 and I guess 22 technically, but I would say 16. So we've had nobody from the quote unquote new era of Big Brother. So I don't know how to gauge that. Whereas now we have a Carolyn. Derek also. Well, yeah, Derek and Cody both 16. So that's the thing. I don't know where that goes. Rachel would have been what, 12 and 13. Frankie Grande could be a shout actually. Honestly, how long until they get a Nicole Franzel in there? So I don't know. Because I feel like they finally broke suit with Survivor and they put Carolyn in. Does that embolden them to go with, okay, new people from Big Brother? But even then, after Taylor, like, who do I see? Who else? And like, Taylor is a winner. So it's like, who would they, what I'm trying to say is, I guess, who is there like, ooh, this person was a character on the show? Not like a strategic or a winner. Who is the character hire they put on the show? And I can't picture who they would get from the new era. Tucker's not a bad one because he's like super popular, America's favorite. I could see it. But yeah, Taylor's right there. Now DX would be fun. Could you imagine a world where Claire plays our game and then DX is the one that goes to the turret? Put Claire in there. What are you doing? Carolyn's incredible, Kelly Kate. I think incredibly underrated. All the reindeer games cast. That's not a bad list to look at for possible suspects because love. But like, can we forget about the first boot first? Also, have you gotten any bit nervous when interviewing the Traitors evictees? You know, I would say no. It just is surreal in the moment, but I'm very much aware of what I'm doing. I think it's helped that I've solo done Traitors Canada with Kareen, with the interviews with Kareen, but then also the interviews with Scally of Traitors Canada cast. I feel like that's helped me. And like last year, I kind of ripped the band-aid off by doing the interviews with the players from season 2. And now it's kind of become more normal. It just is weird to be like, oh my God, I'm talking to Jeremy, who I consider to be my favorite winner of Survivor. How am I talking to this person? Or Tony was weird because it was like, I remember Tony's season being the season that brought me back into Survivor proper and got me to RHAP. Like, that's weird to me that I then talked to that person. So that was very weird. So I wasn't nervous, but it was like surreal. I would love Foolish on the Traitors. Quinn was definitely discussing this in the stream, saying Tucker would definitely peeked over him. I think Quinn is someone who would recognize stuff like that, which is why I appreciate him so much. But I do think they would go with a Tucker. I think that's possible. I mean, that's the big thing though, is who's breaking the suit for modern day Big Brother? I think Taylor's a great candidate. But then after that, where do they go? So for example, now we got Carolyn on the show. They're like, you know what? New Era Survivor kind of slapping. They have some good people. Who do they get next? And that's gonna be the fun part. So we'll see. Could have them both and people not know they're dating. I feel like it's hard for that to happen, given that their dating announcement was on what was like Us Weekly or what. Like, they had a full like photograph spread. Yeah, no, you're all good, Tomster. Do you think for Traitors US Season 5 they'll bring back past contestants? I think it's too early to do past contestants. I think right now there's like 3 people from US Season 1 that I could see them calling up and bringing back. Those 3 are Cirie, Rachel Riley, and Kate Chastain. That's 3. If they wanted to go Bravo, I think you can go Reza or Brandy Glanville, who both went very early. Then I think no one else from season 1. Everyone else from 2, 3, 4, 2 and 3. At that point, 4 still not enough for a full season. Kate's already appeared twice, but sure. And Soja, here's the fun part. Kate's gonna make an appearance this season too, not as a player, but it looks like she's gonna be like maybe similar to what Dr. Will did. But that's the thing. Like, why are we like, you're saying this like I'm the one saying they should do it? They like Kate and they're gonna bring Kate back. You know what I mean? Fair. I forgot about that, but will the housewives know about that? That's fair. How long do we get a worldwide All Stars? I think that makes more sense. While I would agree with you, House of Traitors, that would be the fun thing, I just feel like that's unlikely. I think it's unlikely because it would still have to be on someone else's network, if that makes sense, right? Like, who's doing the Traitors worldwide season? Is it going to be UK? Is it going to be US? And you know, whichever country is doing it, they're going to have more of their cast anyway. So like that one's more of a fantasy casting than reality. I think to like Survivor AU versus the world, that's going to happen. Like, that is a very unlikely thing. And even now, I feel like it's unfortunate that we've lost so many of the international ones. I think AU's not coming back right now. New Zealand doesn't seem to be renewed. We're down to UK, US, and Canada. And we're getting a couple more, but you know. Who would be the host of that? Exactly. Like in my head, in my fantasy, it's hosted by all the hosts, but I know that's not realistic. So. Oh, definitely the YouTube videos that Peacock's putting out of the players reacting with each other. I think it's so good. I feel like if they did a return season, I wonder how the dynamics would play with people that were traitors the first time. Like, do they only bring back players that were faithful? What if someone is a traitor twice? I think they should bring the characters they like back, and they could become traitors again. They would know at that point that if you bring players who've been traitors, they're gonna get sussed again. But I think that'll be fun to watch them play as faithful. It'll be fun for the double bluff of them being traitors again anyway. Like, I'm sorry, if you put me in a castle with a Harry from season 2 of UK, I'm not gonna let that man stay in the house. I'm gonna push him out, you know? But oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Am I getting lip from somebody who couldn't even beat Nottingham Forest? Please don't talk to me right now, please. I say this as Nottingham Forest has literally been on a winning streak, so that's rich. Listen, let me have a win against the 20th team, okay? Let me have a win against the 20th team in the league. Why are you talking shit right now? Also, they're third in the league, okay? Not second. Let's not make them bigger than they are. They're third. Keep them humble. Annabelle David need to be on international. I would love that. Is a tragedy that New Zealand has not come back for a season 3. I can't believe after that season. That's it. You know, I can't believe it. Ah, they were second when you played Gotcha. He's got more success in his NFL team pick than his EFL. I haven't opened Fantasy Premier League in 3 months. In 3 months. I have no idea. Half my team's probably injured. I'm not even going to look at it. Whatever happens, happens. They should have the dogs they had running around on the B-roll the first few eps hang out. But like if they bring back Miles, then you won't do the same. It depends. I feel like if you're like a clinical trader and like cutthroat, I just don't want you there because you're going to probably play cutthroat as a faithful anyway. Like, why would I want that? But Duffy, I would love that. That's the thing. What House of Traitors said, if there was ever an international, like game, getting all of the best traders and the best faithfuls and playing would be phenomenal. But I don't think we get it, unfortunately. Papaya, not you coming in trying to make me. I'm not listening to it. I refuse. Rossman was so good. Okay, Taylor, I saw your posts. I know you don't think that. I know you do not think it was a good move. You think it was entertaining. That's what you're telling me, right? What are you trying to say here? No, I'm not listening to it. I'm sorry. I ain't doing it. Yeah, it was bad. Roundtable entertaining, but you know, I've already talked about it at length at this point. All right, chat. Let me see. How much money to shave every hair on your face? That counts eyebrows too, right? With the eyebrows? I'm like trying to make it a realistic amount, but I don't want to do it, right? So 50K. 50,000. I have to feel like I finished second place in Big Brother back in like the year 2018. Oh, speaking of which, did you see Todd from BB20 is engaged and has a child now? Yes, I did see that. What was the kid's name? Carter? No, Carter Ray? Is it Carter Ray Crispin? The name starts with a C. I don't think it's Carter, though. It's something Ray. It is Carter? Okay. Carter Ray Crispin. No, not 50K brownie points. 50K dollars. Like, even if you don't think he's a traitor, he's a recruit bait. It's over. It's done. There's no way you... If he survives 2 roundtables, you're like, why is he still here? So, yeah. But yeah, we already talked earlier, so keep that in mind. Carter A. Crispin. Yeah, there we go. All right. But I don't think anyone has asked, how are you today and what did you do productive today? I did quite a few things. It was my cleaning day today, so I did that. I woke up early to do the exit interview with Jeremy. Did that. Did my started pulling and preparing clips for the Pooya and Liana Lounge to distribute throughout the week. And then we we got that ready for posting. And then I had dinner with my wife. And then I watched and took notes for episode 2 or episode 8 of Traitors UK for my podcast tomorrow night. And then I tried to lay down, which might not sound productive, but it is for health. And then I'm here. I may not have my Invisalign in right now, no. But it's because I made a hot coffee before I sat down here. And then I was going to go get them midway and then I forgot. Okay, you happy? No, but thank you for asking. I really do appreciate that. Trust me, you do not want to see me without my eyebrows and facial hair. Because it's not a sight for anybody that needs to be seen. Okay? All right, chat. I'm going to shut down the form. To be honest, I'm feeling quite tired. So I almost do not want to do marbles, but I did promise to push for it. So I'm down to do a cheeky 5 if you're down to participate in a cheeky 5. What'd you say? What you say, chat? You down for that? All right. Papaya, you tried it. I'm not falling for it, Papaya. However many you have gas for. I appreciate that, Mythical Jade. I'm going to set it up and get some water. Might have a lack of hydration problem here. Might have to do that. All right. Appreciate it, Kim Honey Badger. Appreciate it. No, we'll do our cheeky 5. I think cheeky 5 is doable. We'll keep it simple though. So it'll be top 3 VIP badge, last place, 69th place. That's it. 5 VIP badges up for grabs. I think that's the right move. Love your lounge podcast. Hey, Taylor, thank you. I'm happy you listen, man. I'm happy you listen to it. Yeah, I've been having so much fun with that. And I feel like everyone's been very kind to us, which I do appreciate. Yeah, have a good night. Your marble better be as tired as you are, though. Why? My marble's winning, so you better bet on me. I'm telling you, my marble's ending top 20, so this will be the easiest. They're gonna call this. Insider trading. But I'm telling you right now, if you want to make free brownie points, you bet on me here. Okay? But listen, don't say I didn't give you the heads up. There we go. Gotcha, Kim. I can respect that. All right, Mandy, are you still here? And if you're still there, will you be willing to run the prediction, please? I'm gonna quickly go get some water. I'll be right back, and then we'll kick it off. Chat, can we get to 50 or no? 50? Any takers? It's not looking good for 69. It's not. We're 20 behind. We'll take a 50 though. I mean, it's 69 unique participants. So even if 20 new people participate in the next one, it counts. All right, I'm going to kick it off for here though, chat. Good luck. All right, Kim, flying away. You really came in with the I can't beat you energy, and then you took the lead big time. But can you keep the lead is the question. Right now it's looking good. Oh no. Oh no. All right, so now that Kim has taken a back seat here, we got Mikey in the lead, or Somnus in the lead. Mikey in a close second. Bit of a hesitation. Somnus keeping the lead, though. BB President has fallen. That is not why. That is not why Kim went out. Stop this. No, don't put it on me. Little Miss Andre, thank you for the 43rd month. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Somnus is now going to potentially lock it up. I don't know how long this map is. I know that the record is not broken. But the finish line is here, and Somnus is your winner. Sal's here takes second. Lori, Toriorio, Soja, Jimmy, Because Love, Repeat Respawning Kim, Honey Badger does end up in a top 10 spot, to be fair, and Ichiyami in 10th. God damn it. The season's disabled again. Okay, well, the good news, top 10 will get points. It'll be easier to track. Bad news is that you're no longer... I was 17th. Last week, I would have gotten points off of that. So that mix sucks, but that's fine. It's tragic, but we move on. All right. If you see your name... Actually, does it show dumps? It doesn't even show dumps anymore. All right. So everyone else got zeros. We move. We move. Exclamation play chat. Let's do it. All right, good luck, everybody. 51. All right, we're closer to that 69. Chat with the first time chat getting involved. Welcome in, welcome in. Y'all already know what I'm about to say next. First one through that hole, we will follow throughout this race. Papaya did come in at the 52nd spot by the looks of it. Repeatedly respawning with the zoomies. Wow. Oh, first time chatter luck with Chalice not taking the lead. Little trippy, little dark, but we move here. Which direction's the faster one? We won't know yet. I was pushed. All right. We move. Slow is smooth. Smooth is fast. Oh, lead change. Respawning, trying very hard to take that top spot back, but Chalice is going smooth on it. Okay. Ending is near. Oh my god, I can't see anything. Why is it so dark? Somnus takes the lead back. At the very end here, could this be it for Somnus? Our participants are speeding up here. Oh, we got the great equalizer coming up. Oh, this is bad news bears for our participants here. Opening the door for Little Miss Andre for the steal. Down one obstacle. Bouncing on the second. Bouncing on the third. And your winner is Little Miss Andre. Congratulations. I should feel a little salty because I was in the top 10 until that equalizer at the end, but we move. It's all chill. Yams, thank you for the prime sub. I'm going to get one of these. Appreciate using it on me. You have a bone to pick with me. What's up, though? What is up? Thank you for your support. What's good? I think a solid run since the good part. Hey, listen, we got to take what we can get. All right, there you go. So now it's just going to show us cumulative, which I guess spoiler alert for the results right now, but Lori is in the lead with 17 points. Little Miss Andre in second, tied with Somnus, and so on. I don't think I did anything, Yam. I don't know what you're talking about. So I don't know where I finished in this race, but yeah, it's not even giving me the right standings. Anyway, it's fine. We move. We have 3 more races to go. All right. So now that you're here, I believe I would assume you to be the loyalist of the loyal / the devoted of the devoteds. You're like all about the less than 2 squad right now. So I'm gonna give you a little detail that I may have already dropped somewhere else, but you know I'm always gonna give you the scoop. Remember, Digital and Day in Motion. A brand new episode of Pod Friends is gonna drop on Sunday, and I've been told it's gonna be mine. So, you will get the opportunity to hear my Pod Friends episode with Matt Scott, where I talked a lot about myself. So, I hope you enjoy. And yeah, there you go. That's your secret here. It should be in the Reality TV Rahava feed. It'll definitely be in the Pod Friends feed. I'll retweet, repost it when I see it. So I've given Dwight a same answer I gave him last week, which was, I think I should be around, but if I am, I'll most likely be traveling. I mean, now that I feel a little bit groggy and tired, I don't know if I'll be there, but I aim on playing at least 1 game tomorrow. So most likely I'll pull up for a game. Good luck, everybody. I'll tell you this, Liana will be there. So the house will be represented in one way or another. At least one way, if not 2 ways. Boyku looking to take the early lead here. Songs about the summer when it's the winter are kind of tragic to listen to. But the vibes are too good with the song. Boyku has been slapped back and then slapped back forward, keeping the lead in the process. Wow, I'm looking at the bottom 5 right now. Brutal night for marbles for me, chat. Kelly Kate, the leader now. Jordan! Thank you so much for subscribing 6 months in advance. I'll see you here all the way into mid-June. And for your 50th month here, thank you for supporting me for 56 months officially. Thank you, Jordan. Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh my God. Wild to think that 60 months marks 5 years. I can't believe time is so much. Time moves very quickly. All right, Daisy's in the lead now. Oh, no. Oh my God, I thought that was going to explode on you, Daisy. I'm worried for y'all back here. Oh my God, it exploded. I knew it. Daisy in the lead still. Do you mean that website isn't working, Daisy? Oh my God, Daisy, come on. That was incredible. You survived. Oh my God, are you going to survive? Oh my God, Daisy, you flew too close to the sun. You nearly survived all the explosions. Chrissy's out. The door has been opened for... Oh, there's a couple people down here, actually. Looks like one of those races where being in the back of the pack was better. Sal's here now taking the lead over. Avoiding the laser of doom. Mythical Jade, you not only caught up, you got doomed. Wow. The minute I said your name, that feels like you went out on purpose to make it look like I caused it. Oh no, there's explosives. Oh no. Stay back. Don't go there. There's explosives. No, Pooya the marble, stay back there. Oh my God, there's 3 explosives. This is bad. Oh, Soja took all of them. Opening the door for Polly. No, Rai Guy won. When did Rai Guy win? Oh my God. Did I do it? I fucking got stuck up there. Whatever. All right, the rest of the group is coming in to finish here. Steph gets one. Yam, Lori, Boyku. Sal's here. Jimmy and Shelley are your top 10. Oh my God, I'm fucking last. Just fucking doomph me already. Doomph me. I don't want to finish. Stop. I don't want to finish. Don't finish. Oh, now you're clutch. Fuck you. Stupid marble. Anyway. Boo, marbles. Boo. Oh my God, Jen Raz got stuck. That really was a high and low roller coaster. All right. On to the next one, shall we? Fairly cozy air. The word cozy is there. Can't be too bad, right? Exclamation play chat. Lori, that's strike one, Lori. That's strike one. All right. Let's go for one more. Good luck, everybody. Okay, this doesn't look as cozy as it was advertised, but we'll move. Looks like Devi's in the lead right now. Tall, skinny Ben is taking the lead right over. And right as I say that, gets stuck. Opening the door for... Actually, I should have waited for this part, I think. Soja once again going in first, maybe? Yep, first right now. And immediately gets stuck. Oh my god. Mythical Jade. No, Madeline's in the lead. Okay, nope, I spoke too soon. Once again. Mythical Jade in the lead. Soja's taking the lead over, though. Mythical Jade right behind. Soja gets yeeted to the back of the line. As does Mythical Jade. Oh my god. The door has been open for Papaya, who's now stuck. Chrissy in the lead. Okay, Chrissy. Daisy now in the lead. Daisy making it through. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Gets stuck in the middle, but you're fine probably. You're not. You got booted back. Tall Skinny Ben trying to make another push here. It's instead Chrissy who has the lead. Going down the Plinko here. Chrissy, very close. Oh, not even close to the finish line by the looks of it. Oh my god, they're hitting Chrissy with the bubbles. Chrissy's unfazed. Tomster in second, right behind Chrissy, though. Chrissy doesn't have a lot of room for error here. All right. Oh, nice little U-turn there. Back into the snow you go. Tomster right behind you. This looks like a slower part of the map where I don't think a lot of people are going to get doomfed. So it's just a matter of, are there any equalizers later? Otherwise, it could be a straight line here. There we go. Chrissy over here walking it over. 1 bounce, 2 bounce. Christina's gone, as is Penny Paper. Ooh, that was a great bonk for Chrissy, who skips everything and gets eliminated by what felt like a targeted bubble. Holy crap. Oh my god. Tomster also lasered. Is anyone going to make it through this barricade? Daisy's out. Oh my god. What? How is anyone supposed to win this? No! No! What is this fucking hateful map? What is this? How is anyone meant to win this? Oh my god, like that, huh? Papaya? Fucking... Ah! Yeah! What now, Papaya? What now, huh? You got boomed. Yeah, 5 booms on you there. Airflu, Ariflu and Rye Guy back to back here. Not a lot of room for error, but not a lot of room to make any errors because it's over. Ariflu is your winner. Lock it up. Ariflu, congrats. Rye Guy's second place as we get our top 10 now. Peach Toast taken in 4th place after Fruit Loops. Honestly, thanks. Little Miss Andre, Jabina, Jimmy, Somnus, and Mandy rounding out your top 10. And the rest of you, it's a huge honor to finish this goddamn map. This was cozy, allegedly, chat. Remember that. Remember that this was supposed to be cozy. Why is it taking us back? I didn't do anything. Why are we going backwards? Oh my god. I'm so over that map. Okay. We're going into the last map. These are your standings. As it stands right now, Lori, Ryguy, and Little Miss Andre would be your VIP badge getters, but Lori already has one, so it would be Ryguy, Little Miss Andre, and Fruit Loops. There's still plenty of wiggle room here. There's still a bunch of people here where even a 10-pointer can get you up there. Who knows what's going to happen? I don't want to admit, but I choked with his reaction to the first turret. Why? What'd I say? What did I say? It's the last map, chat. Did we get 69 players? We don't know. But if we didn't, we'll find out what I meant by 5 VIP badges. We'll see. Good luck, y'all. Good luck. Let's see how this plays out, shall we? All right, first one down to Plinko is who we're going to follow here. Who's going to be the first to do it, huh? It's going to be Mythical Jade taking the plunge again. Going down the middle here. Smooth. Oh, Christine takes over real quick, though. Oh, there's a few people. We got a little competition on our hands. Christine is now your leader here. Going down the middle. Easy picking style. All right. And locks in first spot here. A couple people here together in the same boat on the second batch. Meanwhile, Christine moseys on to the next part. And goes the right side. Okay. Can anyone secure the middle amongst that group? We'll find out shortly. Down the hatch. Christina's been slowed down a little bit. Oh, nearly got stuck, but did get stuck ultimately because Love has taken over as first place now. I spoke too soon. Oh my god, what are these fucking bubbles that are getting shot again? Chrissy is the leader now. Rachel has doomed, unfortunately. I held your marble back? I did no such thing. I did no such thing. Kelly Kate is out. Chrissy in first. Daisy in second. Arabin securing third right now. Oh, another one of these bouncy things. Chrissy says, I want no part of that. Jimmy is out. Chrissy moving up. Is this the end? There looks to be more map, but it's one little obstacle away for Chrissy. And it's not even an obstacle to Chrissy. Chrissy didn't even flinch there. But can Chrissy get down the middle before it's too late? Christine now here to add some pressure to Chrissy. A couple other players now in the arena. This is stressful. No one's gotten through the middle yet. Oh, and Chrissy gets the bump needed, but Boyku is right ahead. And the winner is Boyku. Congratulations. Man, I am so... This was so not my night. I've ended with a big-ass 0, I think. But hey, we didn't doomph in this round, and that's what matters, right? Let's see if Peach Toast can survive the gambit here. Fighting against time. It's not looking good, Peach Toast. Oh, that fire is ruthlessly coming at you. Oh, no. Peach Toast is out. Did I have a top 10? I'll take it. But I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that could matter. Joelle has been doomphed. All right. Part of me wants to immediately hit next so you don't see. Yeah, I want to do that. All right. There we go. Okay, perfect. In third place and receiving a VIP badge is Sal's Hip. Congratulations, Sal's. Rye Guy getting involved. Congratulations to you. And Lori retaining, meaning fourth place, gets a VIP badge, and that is Little Miss Andre sneaks past Fruit Loops to secure that spot. Congratulations. Also worth noting, I did not even land in the top 20. So if you bet on me, I do apologize yet again. Is this a like 3-week shit streak for me? Maybe more. Is not looking good, chat. Is not looking good. All right. Right, guy. There you go. Congratulations. Sal's here. Congratulations. And little Miss Andre getting in here as well. Boom. I did say last place with 5 races completed and 69th spot. Let's see if we have those, shall we? If we don't, we'll randomly Google generate one. Yeah, I finished 47th. All right, we do not. We had 61 participants. Genrads gets the VIP badge. Congratulations. The real Genrads to you. All right. There we go. Okay. Hey, no problem, Mythical J. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, one last thing to do before we all dip out here. And that is, we're going to run a random Google generator from 5th place to 61st place. 561. 561. Okay. And that number is going to be 54. Autumn says, give me a VIP badge. And I said, okay, Autumn, you got this. Autumn says, congratulations. All right, chat. There we go. No, it's last with the most amount of races completed. Meaning, if you've completed 5 races, you're the one in the running. You're the last place that counts. It's kind of like the bonus of participating in all the races, basically, you know? I mean, I missed the boat on the first 2. Right. Okay. Good night, chat. Thanks for hanging out tonight. I hope you had fun. Apologies for this being a bit of a shorter one. But I think we had fun nonetheless. Lots to talk about. Lots that were broken down. I'll be back, of course, on Sunday at 5 p.m. for some more GGD. So we'll have that going. It'll be a good time. Lovely pickings. All that good stuff. Thank you to everyone who subbed and bidded. Shout out to everybody who was in the chat, the lurkers. Hopefully you had a good time in the background while maybe doing some chores or just hanging out. Check out the Pooya and Liana Lounge. We are having so much fun putting this project together. So enjoy that. Enjoy the Pod Friends that's going to drop. The write-up I have coming for the Confessional, aka the RHAP newsletter. I'm having a lot of fun right now getting to do what I do. And a lot of it is thanks to the lovely, lovely community known as the Less Than Two crew. And VOD viewers, yeah, how's the future looking? VOD viewers, if you made it this far into the VOD, shout out to you. Because I would have assumed you would have left once the Q&A portion ended. But I can't thank you enough for enjoying the content all the way through. All right, y'all. You take care. I'll see you Sunday at 5. Or I'll catch you in Dwight's chat for Blood on the Clock Tower tomorrow. But until then, take care. Have a good one. Maybe that's not good for my voice.